Have you ever felt something was off with a friend, but couldn't quite put your finger on it? You're not alone. Today, we'll delve into how some friendships can be secretly destructive. By recognizing these signs, you'll be better equipped to protect yourself and nurture healthy relationships. So let's get started. 1. The subtle put down. One of the most deceptively hurtful tactics employed by toxic friends is the subtle put down. These are comments or jabs that on the surface may seem innocuous or even positive, but carry a hidden negative message. For example, you may receive a comment like, "That dress is interesting. It's so different from what others are wearing." The underlying implication here is that you're out of touch or not following the trend. Another classic example is, "You're brave for wearing that." This may sound like a compliment on your courage, but the hidden message is that what you're wearing is somehow controversial or unflattering. Trust your instincts. If a comment leaves you with a lingering sense of unease or self-doubt, it's likely not innocent. 2. Gossiping behind your back. Gossip can be corrosive. While friends discussing common acquaintances is normal, there's a line between harmless chat and malicious rumour spreading. Toxic friends often seem to have the inside scoop on everyone and love sharing it, especially if it's negative. When they're gossiping with you about others, it's worth considering, what are they saying about you when you're not around? A clear sign of this toxic trait is if they're sharing secrets that were explicitly meant to be confidential. It's not only a breach of trust, but can also put you in awkward social situations. To protect yourself, it's important to be discerning about what personal information you share and with whom. 3. Constant one-upmanship. Competition can be healthy, but not when it's a consistent attempt to overshadow you. The toxic trait of constant one-upmanship is evident when you share something, only to have the toxic friend immediately counter it with something better from their life. Say you mention a weekend trip, and they respond with their month-long vacation to Europe. This isn't about sharing, it's about dominating the conversation and asserting superiority. This consistent need to be on top often stems from their deep-seated insecurities, and while understanding this can help, it's also important to ensure it doesn't diminish your own experiences and achievements. 4. Playing the victim. Some toxic friends have perfected the art of playing the victim. No matter what the situation, they position themselves as the aggrieved party, which can be incredibly manipulative. This constant victim mentality serves a purpose. It elicits sympathy, deflects blame, and can often put you on the back foot, making you feel you need to make amends, even when you've done nothing wrong. For instance, when confronted about a mistake they've made, they might divert the topic to a personal crisis they're facing, turning the tables and making you the aggressor. Recognizing this pattern is essential. Don't get ensnared in their web of deflection. 5. Using secrets as leverage. It's natural to share secrets with friends. It's a sign of trust. However, in the hands of a toxic friend, these secrets can become ammunition. They may not use it blatantly, but subtle hints that they know something confidential about you, or casually sharing it in a group setting to gain social leverage, is a massive breach of trust. It's a tactic to keep you vulnerable and dependent, ensuring you're hesitant to challenge them for fear of what they might disclose. If you notice this trait, it's crucial to limit what you tell them and set clear boundaries. 6. Feigned ignorance. This tactic involves the toxic friend deliberately playing dumb about things they very well know or understand. By feigning ignorance, they force you into a position where you're constantly explaining yourself, or they may conveniently forget commitments, leaving you hanging. This isn't about forgetfulness, it's a calculated move to keep the power dynamic tilted in their favour. Continuous communication and setting firm boundaries are essential to combating this. 7. Emotional dependency. Being there for friends during tough times is natural. However, some toxic friends take this to the extreme, leaning on you for every emotional need, but being conspicuously absent when you require support. This unequal relationship ensures that they always have someone at their beck and call, but they never have to reciprocate. It can be exhausting and draining. It's essential to recognise when you're in such a one-sided relationship and address it, ensuring that mutual care is the foundation. 8. Belittling your achievements. When you achieve something, it's cause for celebration. However, a toxic friend might downplay your success or attribute it to luck or some external factor. For instance, they may use comments to undermine your hard work, such as, "You got promoted? They're probably just expanding their team," or "It's great you won, but the competition wasn't that tough." It's crucial to remember your worth and the effort you've put in. Surround yourself with genuine well-wishers who celebrate with you rather than pulling you down. 9. The silent treatment. The silent treatment is a classic manipulation tactic employed by toxic friends. Instead of addressing an issue or disagreement directly, they give you the cold shoulder, making you feel guilty, anxious, or desperate to mend the rift, even if you're not at fault. This passive-aggressive behaviour aims to control the narrative without overt confrontation. It can be incredibly hurtful, creating an atmosphere of uncertainty. The key is to not play into their hands. Open communication is vital. Address the issue head-on, and if they still resort to silence, recognise it as the manipulative tactic it is. 10. Undermining your confidence. Toxic friends can be expert underminers. Instead of uplifting and empowering you, they might drop subtle hints about your insecurities or overtly question your decisions. They could offer advice framed negatively, like, "Are you sure you're cut out for that job?" or "Is that what you're wearing out tonight?" These sly comments can slowly erode your self-confidence if you're not vigilant. Surrounding yourself with genuine supporters and trusting your judgment is essential to counter this. 11. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is a deceptive tactic where the toxic person makes you question your reality or memory. They might deny events, twist facts, or claim you're overreacting to situations, leading you to doubt your perceptions. Over time, this can make you feel like you're going insane or that you can't trust your own judgment. Recognizing gaslighting can be challenging because it's subtle. Educating yourself on this tactic and consulting with trusted individuals can help reaffirm your experiences. 12. Tag team bullying. Sometimes a toxic friend might not act alone. They could recruit other mutual friends or acquaintances to sideline you, creating a feeling of isolation. You might find them whispering, excluding you from plans, or overtly teaming up against you in disagreements. This is designed to make you feel outnumbered and thus more likely to listen to their viewpoint or demands. Building a diverse friend group and not putting all your social eggs in one basket can help mitigate the effects of this tactic. 13. Overstepping boundaries. Respect for personal space and boundaries is fundamental to any healthy relationship. However, a common tactic among toxic friends is to consistently and blatantly disregard these boundaries, making you feel invaded and uncomfortable. They might dive deep into your personal affairs without invitation, offer unsolicited advice, or make decisions on your behalf without consulting you. Their actions, whether borrowing your belongings without asking, showing up at your place unannounced, or forcing you into situations you're uncomfortable with, are clear indications of their lack of respect for your autonomy. This continuous infringement isn't accidental. It's a calculated move, designed to assert dominance and control over the dynamics of your relationship. It's a power play, where they subtly convey that your preferences, feelings, or boundaries don't matter as much as theirs do. It's also a test of your patience and how much you're willing to tolerate. 14. Projecting their insecurities. Projection is a psychological defense mechanism wherein a person attributes their own negative traits, feelings, or insecurities to another individual. It's like a movie projector casting its image onto a screen, except in this scenario, the screen is you. Toxic friends use this tactic to deflect attention from their flaws or to make themselves feel superior. For instance, a friend might accuse you of being jealous or possessive, when in reality, these are feelings they are grappling with. They might claim you're always seeking attention when they're constantly in the spotlight. This deflection can be confusing and hurtful, especially when accusations come out of nowhere. 15. The cycle of love bombing and devaluation. Some toxic friends use a cyclical pattern of overwhelming affection followed by cold devaluation. Initially, they might shower you with compliments, gifts, and attention, love bombing, only to later withdraw and treat you with indifference or even disdain. This unpredictable cycle can leave you anxious, always trying to regain their favour. Recognizing this pattern is the first step. Remember, genuine friendship is consistent, not a roller coaster of highs and lows. Ready to delve deeper into the world of toxic relationships? Explore 12 shocking reasons why toxic people gravitate towards you, or learn intelligent strategies to deal with toxic individuals. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you found it helpful, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more insightful content.